And we are live. Welcome back to the Yard Sale Artist Studios. I'm Jarrod Alberich, the Yard Sale Artist, and I'm joined, as always, by... I got a new nickname for you this week, Mark. You are now known as Mystery Mark Hatherley, since I never know what to put about what you're going to draw this week.
Hey, I like the song of that.
All right, so we got Mystery Mark Hatherley live and direct from Bermuda.
Hello, everybody.
And we've got the lovely Duchess to keep things on track tonight. Hello, Duchess.
Hello.
Good to be back again.
Let's see. What are we working on tonight? Looks like you've got... You looks like you're about done on that Wolverine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna finish these rocks on the bottom, and then I'm gonna start inking the other Wolverine for a friend of mine.
I got you. Yeah,
So I was kind of nervous to do it, you know.
Hello, Courtney's in the chat. Good to see you.
Courtney. Hello, people.
Hey, Courtney.
I'm going to be doing another GI Joe piece on a page from the
Nice.
Army Platoon Manual. This time I'm doing a Storm Shadow from the animated series, and that's my fun for tonight.
Yeah, and that looked cool how the guy set it up.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Rick, in that background, that looked really nice how he did it.
Rick did it up right, didn't he? That was very cool. Very cool.
In the house.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
Hello, Ron.
And we have Chola. Hi, Chola.
Hola, chola.
Yay.
And for those of you who are joining us, of course, welcome. We appreciate you being here. And if you want to tonight, as soon as you're done here, you can switch over to the John Beatty Art channel. He's going to be live streaming right after us. So we always recommend friend of the show, John. And you can watch a professional do it.
Yeah, real artist, isn't it?
Yeah, not just me and Mark.
Yeah. What does he warm up?
That's right. We're the warm-up act for now.
Comedy show.
But you got to start somewhere.
Let's get this shit in here. I wonder why my camera's so close.
Pull it back.
Oh, he's fooling around with his camera. It's like there's an earthquake in Bermuda.
Yeah, well, apparently was some tropical storm coming this way. I gotta look it up to see.
Uh-oh.
No.
Stay low.
So I've heard, you know.
I just realized I started without my glasses on, so I'm just flying. I'm drawing like Luke Skywalker, right? I'm using the Force.
There you go. Yeah, the Force be good.
I wear these little readers that have like 1.25s, but they're just what I need to sharpen up what I'm looking at.
Well, there's the ones you pick up like off the.
Yeah.
There's a real glasses, mate.
What happens when you do detailed stuff?
And you start getting older.
Yeah.
I was trying to go around that.
I appreciate it. I'll take it head on.
Yeah.
Getting older is like wine. You get better with age.
There you
Oh,
go.
I was gonna say I whine about it a lot. But hello, Ron Went in the chat. Ja, guten Abend, mein Freund.
Hey, Ron.
Courtney says you can find them at Dollar Tree.
Yeah, you can. I picked up a 3-pack at Walmart.
How convenient.
I did. Right after my eye exam, where the lady was like, "Your eyes are just fine." I'm like, eh.
That's the funny part, huh? They say it's fine, but it's like, okay, well, I still can't really see.
Well, yeah, part of my problem, I have many problems, but part of my was that I had laser eye surgery back in like 2005.
Right.
And what happened was after the laser eye surgery, I was seeing better than normal. I was seeing 20/15.
Nice.
And since then, as age progresses, it's gone back to 20/20. So I'm like, it just doesn't look as sharp now. And the lady's like, well, you were at 2015 and now you're at 2020.
Yeah, I used like you bionic man.
So she's like, you don't have a lot to, you're fine. But I still got some. I got the little readers here, and then I got some for far away that gets me back to 2015.
Right. So someone said that with that surgery, regardless, that you always still
Yeah,
your nerve
still get older.
Yeah, they say it goes off a bit.
As you get older, yeah, it will wear off.
I was always too afraid to get that surgery in my eyes.
And
Well-
we have a BN Peeler in the house. He's saying getting old is certainly better than the alternative.
Yeah.
Hey now. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, could be worse.
We have Greg in the house.
Greg, yep.
And Ron is asking if you found those Blackwing pencils.
You know, I'm just gonna say yes, so he'll stop asking every time. Well, no, Ron, I haven't found them, but I haven't looked for them either. So
Yeah, so that's happy about
And Greg says, nice Wolverine, Mark.
it. Thanks, sir.
it's a great movie.
Thanks, Jared. I actually got to get to the post office and mission for Lloyd. Haven't forgot you, Lloyd. I've just been lazy, so forgive me.
Boom, boom, boom.
And got Dr. Kaz in the house. Hello, Dr. Kaz.
Hello, Dr.
What up,
Kaz.
Dr. Kaz?
I haven't forgotten you either, Dr. Kaz. Sure.
Dr. Kaz wrapping up his duty day today. Still at work.
As usual.
Maya, Mark, you sent me all the pages you've done on Shipwrecker, and it was Frank. First of all, it was more than I thought. I was like, "Wow, he's pretty far in."
Yeah, it was actually more than I had realized, to be honest.
I was pretty impressed.
And it's a nuisance because I can only send like some. If I'm lucky, I can get 2 pages on one email. I'm not figured out how to get.
Right? Yeah. Otherwise, you basically got to put in an online share folder. I know.
Right.
I know the pain. Yep.
I'm telling you, it was a nuisance. But I said, let me down good. That'll be that bunch you have, so I ain't got to think about this too much anymore. But yeah, I got to get back started on another page.
They're looking so good, though, man. I was just like, wow.
Yeah, thank you, Jared. Like I said, they're getting better as we go. I'm just looking forward to, seeing some of them calling and getting that final.
Now, do you see why I'm excited to see the final piece?
Oh, yes.
We're getting
Oh, yes.
Yeah, getting there. Not as fast as I wish, but it's faster than I thought I would be able to do them, to be honest.
So what did you do over the Labor Day holiday?
Not much. Not
Like
much. I chilled out. Oops, Dad raps on, so we got that going for us.
Man, where's Lloyd? We need him.
I think he knows the playlist now.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way I could click like shuffle so it'd be random.
All right, now let's start drinking this bad boy.
But yeah, I've been meaning to add to my repertoire of the Joe pieces because if cons do come back, my first one for 2021 would be the Atlanta. I think it's called Toy Fest now. It used to be called Joe Con or Joe Fest, but they expanded to Beyond G.I. Joe.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, let's have show and tell. I'll show you what I've had prepped. I have a beachhead already done. I
Nice.
have a Lady J already done.
Oh, nice.
Have a shipwreck
Oh, I like that one, the bird.
with
That's
Polly,
great.
Flint,
Oh, cool.
Destro, Firefly, Duke, Breaker, Wild Bill, and Snake Eye.
Wow. That's
So-
like, is that for one commission?
No, these are ones I do outside of commission to bring with me to the
Right.
GI Joe convention to sell there. I mean, if someone wanted to buy them, I'd sell them and redo another one. But
Yeah, they should sell.
yeah, they
Wow,
sell
those
pretty
are-
good at most of my shows. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking that like at the GI Joe show, that those would do
Yeah.
really well. I'm hoping we'll find out.
Oh, I should say so. I mean, if the true fans.
Yeah, they did good for me at like Dragon Con. I sold a couple of them there, and we had a local convention here, and they did well there. So I mean, pretty much ever since they started doing them, I sell a few at every show, so that's good.
Yeah.
You got an awesome from Courtney and nice from Chola on that GI Joe collection.
Well, that's all I need to get by.
There
As long
you
as
go.
Courtney and Chola think they're cool. Hell yeah. Thank you.
And we have
ladies.
burner accounts in the house. He says,
Burner.
right on time for dad rap.
All right. He's got his day planned out. Got his day planned out.
Now I'm married, scoring a PS2. Make sure she was a gamer before I said I do. She's
Yeah, I like dad rap. It's very unique.
Unique is the nicest compliment I've heard.
I like it.
Also, Tuesday stream about it, huh?
That's right.
It's not a stream if it's not playing.
What up, Burner? Man, Burner, I let you down, man. I was sure that I'd have that Auburn piece finished by this week, and I lied to you, sir. It is not finished. It's sitting right here to my side still. Gotta get my life together. But yeah, for the weekend, I did some, like every weekend. Saturday, I went out and did some yard sailing. Found a little bit. There was only 2 yard sales, but at one of them, I got some good stuff, video game stuff. And then, like every Saturday, my soon-to-be 6-year-old comes with me on the yard sale trail. And then when we wrap up, we go to Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
And after Waffle House, we go by the Dollar Tree. He gets his weekly bag of dollar candy.
Sounds like the perfect day out for the boys.
Yeah, it was a good day. Used to be with my 14-year-old, but he's at that phase now where he sleeps in on Saturday.
That's not cool, man. That's not cool, man.
Only the little one gets up now. Once in a while, Jordan will get up and be like, "Yeah, let's hit the trail, Dad."
Yeah. Yeah, that's dad rap right there.
Raw dad rap, everyone.
Joe, I love you.
Don't worry. Our 14-year-old is the same way.
Sleepy Weasel.
Yeah.
Yep. Or he pretends to be asleep and stays in bed with his device.
Ah, crafty.
Yep.
Like that crafty boy.
I pressed it over the Jeff, and it be like if we give it a yes. Make sure the door was correct, and they give me the proper respect. If there was a vet, if we connect, no worry, I'm there, no sweat. TSA free check.
Craig saying that one day you're gonna teach him how to do yard sale.
Oh man.
Maybe after COVID.
Psh, do it now. Let's go.
Yeah.
I've been to a few like estate sales that's where you like actually go into the house. And we bring masks for that, but otherwise we're just out on somebody's lawn.
Right.
I don't really stress about it.
Exactly. They don't blame me.
Hey, sometimes you find some serious gems.
Yeah.
I actually had gone to a yard sale a couple of years ago to get a bookshelf. And it was an elderly lady, and her husband had just passed.
Mhm.
And I believe she was trying to just get rid of everything so that she can go back to Canada.
Right.
She had, well, actually, it weren't her books, it was her husband's books.
Right.
And he read a lot of like history stuff.
Mhm.
Man, the amount of books that man earned was ridiculous. I mean, she must have had at least 20 bookshelves of books. And like history on baseball, on American history. I mean,
That's some good.
all kinds of books. It was just mind blowing.
That sounds pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure she had some gems on those shelves, but
Yeah. Then what's going on?
yup. So that piece you're doing, Jared, is that part of the collection that you just showed?
Yeah, it goes in with these are the GI Joes from the cartoons.
Man, those are so cool.
So I'm adding to that. I mean, it's up for grabs if anybody wants to dibs it, but otherwise, it's going in my bundle.
So how many other characters are you going to do? Like, do you have a list of characters you're looking at doing for that?
Okay, so the process is kind of funny. I'm glad you asked. You always ask questions that let me run my mouth, so we've reached that part of the show again.
Yep.
So I do a podcast for a friend of mine named Aaron Moss. It's called The Real American Headcast. And we're going issue by issue through G.I. Joe. Right now we're in like mid to late 30s. And then with every issue, we also do a cartoon episode. And then what I do is while I'm watching the cartoon, I wait to see if there's like a pretty cool pose or a cool moment for a character.
Right.
And I'll freeze frame it. And I'll capture the image. Because I'm like, oh, I like that pose. Because one of the coolest things I think about these is that if you scour your cartoon collection, you will find these moments, these poses.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the cartoons. Because I'm like, oh, I like that when I freeze frame it. And that's what I use as my model. So the way I pick the characters, basically who got a really good, clean shot, good looking moment in that episode. And that's how I do it. Just say, oh, that's a cool shot of so-and-so, freeze frame, capture image. That's what I use for the model.
That's cool.
And that's how I roll it.
You'd be surprised how much, even for some of the panel work, because I was watching Captain America, and he went to Soldier, right? And the beginning scene is when they go onto that cargo ship. And it's
right.
Seeing right now, it's perfect, because I said, why didn't I think of this before? There's too many shots of there, like even the angles,
Yes.
Taking the guys on this. I said, yeah. So I'm gonna go back to that and actually do
it. Oh, that's great model stuff for what we're working on.
That's perfect.
Yes, I love it.
I said, yeah, there you go. There's my cheek.
I interviewed his name will come to me. He was the artist on the James Bond Casino Royale comic. It's gonna kill me as I remember his name. It's like DeCarlo. It'll come to me. And he was saying, basically he's like, because people say, oh, is he using reference pictures and blah blah blah, and he's like, some people say because he does use reference pictures, like he uses friends and people he knows as models for different people in the books.
Right.
And he's like, sometimes people will be like, oh, you're cheating it. He's like, all art is a cheat.
Exactly.
All art is convincing you that something is something else.
Yeah, I mean, you have to take reference from somewhere. I mean, you could obviously get the basic idea and then go from your own instincts from there, but you still need reference for a lot of things.
Lord knows I do, especially the 3-minute sketches because of the craziness our viewers.
Oh, yeah. You got to be really good to do that on your hand. You know, that's what I had to learn about art because I used to think drawing was like strictly out of your brain, but when you listen to professional artists, you know, everyone needs to, you know, even look at other artists' work. I mean, not to say you copy it, you know, line for line, but it's a big help.
Mm-hmm. You're right about that.
And you do realize that all the great artists do the same thing, and you don't feel so bad, you know.
Dennis Calero. I knew his name would come to me. Just popped into my head. His name was Dennis Calero. Nice guy. Good interview. I
And we
interviewed
have
him.
Sorry, did I just interrupt?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
We have Lloyd in the chat. He says, "Man, did I pick the wrong time to join the chat? Yuck, dead rap. LOL."
I thought he missed Dad Rap.
Yeah, I thought he liked it.
And we have Hyper Potato in the chat.
Hyper Potato.
Greg is saying that talk about references and cheat. Did you guys see the Greg Land reference controversy?
No,
I saw it.
I didn't see that.
Apparently he got
Yeah.
blasted. I'm not sure what that's
Yeah,
about.
he did. It was, I think it was about an Aliens cover. He used some other dude's Aliens pose. He changed it a little bit, but that always pops up, you know, time to time.
Yeah, you was gonna find something like that.
Oh, and you know, I don't know. I never really know how to feel about it. I mean, I see both sides of the story. You know,
Right. Exactly.
I don't really weigh in on them.
No.
Who the hell am I? You know, I freaking got this from a Joe cartoon. You know, I don't know. I'm of two minds of it because I've always liked Greg Land's art. I've met Greg Land at conventions before, and he was always really nice to me. So it's
Right.
you know, it's I don't know. It's complicated.
It is complicated because, I mean, no matter who you are as an artist, you're always gonna see something's gonna resemble something. You know what I mean? It's almost impossible not to like have different pieces of different artists in your work. You know?
Greg just said that. He says it's crazy how
Yeah.
he picks parts and pieces from different sources and pieces
Yeah.
together
Exactly.
for a new piece.
Right.
But I mean, not to be like this, but doesn't everyone do that?
Well, most people. I mean, like you know, you have some artists where the not long enough. I guess most of the things they can draw from their own memory.
Mm.
But remember that memory still came from somewhere.
Hmm.
It still came from someone's art that they saw and admired and liked. That's the whole idea, if you ask me.
I guess my final word on it would be when I find myself with as many people standing in line for my stuff as Greg Land has, then I'll judge Greg Land.
Right. Exactly.
And even then, I probably still won't because, you know, I just do your own thing. And
Yeah, you're not that type of person anyway.
yeah. But it's like I said, I've mentioned on the show before, you know, I've heard people clown Rob Liefeld
Yeah.
for years. You know, they clown Rob Liefeld. He can't draw feet and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, again, once I get as many people standing in line at my table as he's got at his, and I might say something. But actually, I never would because I've actually met him personally. And he was really nice to me. So it's like, you know,
Right.
I don't know.
Well, I have, you know, obviously haven't met him, but he seems like a pretty cool guy to me.
I was like,
And he has tons of fans, so that's the thing about it.
yeah, way more than I do.
I mean, what did I do as well? That's the thing, you know.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just
And the guy is like he doesn't criticize anybody, you know. That's the thing about it, like, you know. You know, I think Greg Zabler posted something yesterday on, and it was saying, "Oh, there's no such thing as a perfect piece of art." Like, I mean, you obviously you strive for perfection, but you're never gonna have that perfect piece. There's always gonna be something about it
yep.
that you say, "Man," but I've learned to accept it, you know.
Yep.
I just hope the person that the commissions for accepts it as well.
Yeah, as long as the buyer likes it.
Yeah,
There's certain pieces I'd be like, I kind of wish I would have done that, or wish I would have done this.
exactly.
But when the buyer's like, oh my gosh, I love it, then you're like, oh, good. That's all I need to know.
That's it. I mean, it's not hard. It's not easy, especially when you're doing it to appease someone else.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I come from the mind my own business school of art.
Yeah.
I mean, and to be broad, what is art? Art can be a lot of different things for a lot of different people.
Exactly.
Like for an example, I was on Instagram yesterday, and just to switch up, just to look at different things,
Mm-hmm.
I looked under what was trending on art, and the amount of different variety of different things that people call art.
Exactly.
I mean, one guy posted a picture of, I guess, his wife who had just had a baby with him, and that to him was art.
Yeah.
So art is whatever you see to that individual.
Like a banana takes to a wall.
That's right.
You know, hey.
I don't know art, but I know what I like. That's the famous quote.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sure there's people out there. Leonardo da Vinci would look at this that I'm doing right now and be like, "That's child stuff," you know. But
exactly.
the right person's like, "Oh, snap! Storm Shadow on a military manual."
Yeah, you'll love it. You know, that's it.
Okay.
And you know, I think as an artist, like all artists are the worst critics. You know, so I learned. I'm not as hard on myself as I used to be. It's just the way it goes.
Well, everybody's entitled to their opinion on it.
Exactly.
Me, I don't get wrapped up.
Yeah, I was actually surprised to see a lot of photography in it too, because I used to do photography, but photography to a lot of people is an art form.
Yeah. I think it's an art form.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite thing to use for a reference is actually photo reference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anybody who's looked at any of my better selling pieces will notice that immediately. I mean, it's Clint Eastwood photo reference and James Bond photo reference.
Hey, but that's your style, you know.
You know, I was on a stream with Drew Moss, and he was talking about, you know, giving people credit, and he's like, "Yeah, I think when we use photo reference, we should credit the person who took the photo." I'm like, "That's a good idea." So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna try to pay more attention to the photos that I use from now on and credit them properly.
And that's it as well. And I think a lot of times that's all the people expect. Okay? I think people get offended when you don't give them a little bit of it. Not that's what it's about, but you know,
A little bit of credit for what they created,
what they created.
But it's like Ron's saying here. He's saying that other people's art for references and inspiration is okay.
Right.
Shooting your own references and tracing that is okay.
Yeah.
Taking someone else's art line for lines and putting it front and center on a cover for Marvel, I don't know.
No, I see. That's where you have to draw
Right.
the line in. I always heard the professional artists saying that for practice you can do whatever you want, but if you're going to be selling this stuff, then you know it has to be original stuff. You know, you can take get ideas from first and whatnot, but yeah, you can't literally take somebody's work line for line and sell it and make money off it. That's my opinion, anyway.
I did a photo reference drawing once. I found a cool photo of a woman as the Baroness from JoJo. And I was like, oh, that's neat. So I did a photo reference of that. And the model actually contacted me. And originally she was a little salty.
Oh, right.
Like, you used my photo and didn't get my permission, blah, 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 blah. in my head, I was like, well, don't put it on the internet. but
Right.
you know, I was like, hey, and this is the truth. I was really new at this. I was like, hey, I had no clue. I said, I have no problem crediting you, your photo. You look great, blah, blah, blah. She calmed down real fast after that. And actually, we became friends, following each other on Twitter.
Yeah, because she should have taken that as a compliment. Hello.
Yeah. Well, and, you know, but she taught me a lesson, too, that whenever I want to do a new piece and if I see a cool photo reference, especially someone cosplaying it like really well, I do go out of my way to try to find out who it was and send them an email and say, hey, do you mind if I use this? And everybody's either A, I can't find them. They kind of, you know, dropped off.
Right.
Or if I do find them, they've always been really nice about it. And they're like, oh, absolutely. Thanks for asking. And in fact, when I did those trading cards for Marvel, the Wolverine I did was a guy who cosplayed Wolverine really well. So before I did the card, I reached out and got permission because I didn't want to get, you know, in trouble with them either because you're working for Marvel. And yeah, he was super nice. He was like, oh man, I'm glad you love it and all this stuff. And we also became friends on Twitter.
And I think most people, for the most part, they're not going to be too salty about it, as you say.
Right.
I actually did, because I like to paint. I mean, I'm not perfect at it, but there is a YouTuber that I follow, and she has the most amazing voice. She's like in New Zealand. She does this thing where she calls cows with like a old traditional calling, and she's an artist as well. And she has this little red cabin where she does all her art. So obviously up there it snows heavily. So I actually did a screenshot of her cabin and I painted it.
Oh, cool.
And it's like one of my favorite things that I've done so far. But yeah, art is whatever you feel art is.
Deep, philosophical conversations tonight.
I was gonna ask what's for dinner. You know, the usual.
The usual question.
You know.
What did I have for dinner? Well, I made dinner tonight. I grilled chicken, and I made it with. I invented my own recipe for cream corn. Came out pretty good. And green beans. Ate it right before we came on.
Wow. Tonight is fend for yourself night.
Oh. FFY night.
Yeah. It's good though. Teaches the children independence.
Exactly.
Yep.
Greg saying that he says that's smart, Jarrod. He reached out to an artist before posting Demolition Man poster.
Right.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen it, but he was cool. He was cool about it and thanked him for the free press.
Right.
Which, yeah, if you think about it, you know, you're kind of putting that other person's name out there too.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot to go look at Stallone's Zone for putting our piece up.
Yeah.
Art.
Appreciate that.
Craig, if you're still in the chat, I'm certain I can go look at it and share the link out on my social medias. I suppose you remember off the top of your head which day it was. I probably wouldn't have to scroll back too far to find it, though, would I? I remember the first time Craig put one of my Rocky pieces on Stallone Zone. That was a real treat for me.
Yeah. Especially on a site of that magnitude.
So, what other commissions do you have coming up? Anything that's exciting?
Oh, man.
Anything you're excited about?
Well, I think I have my commissions list up on a tab right behind the screen. Let me
Oh,
take
man,
a
you got
look.
a tab going?
I got a tab going. Yeah, I'm glad I pulled it up because I have to change this one to yellow. I got red, yellow, green color coding on my spreadsheet. Green means it's finished, it's done, it's mailed off, checks are cleared, and all that jazz. Yellow means it's finished, but I'm either awaiting payment or I need to ship it. So I have to turn that one yellow. Next up, I will be doing a Craven the Hunter on a dictionary page that has the definition of hunter on it. And I've got some more interesting stuff coming though. There'll be I've got a Swamp Thing coming, a Sergeant Rock, some Game of Thrones, some Star Trek. Something I wrote down that I don't even know what that is. I'm glad what I do is on my list. I write down who requested it and where I know them from, like whether it's Facebook or Twitter or wherever. Because then I can go back and look at the conversation. Because I'm looking at this one right now and I'm like, I have no. Oh, I remember what it is now. Okay.
Write the note down quick before you forget.
No, I remember now. It's. I was looking at the name and I'm sitting here thinking about comic books and movies and stuff, and it says Paul Stanley, and I'm like, who the hell is Paul Stanley? But I had to put my brain into different gear. It's rock and roll. It's from the band Kiss.
Oh.
So, this lady's buying a couple of Kiss pieces for her father, I think.
That's cool.
So I got
That's
that
nice.
coming up. Some more Edgar Allan Poe stuff. Some Rod Sterling stuff. So interesting things on the horizon.
Good stuff, Jared.
Oh, by the way, Christmas is coming around the corner, and I really love your little
Great ad.
ad. That was so cute.
Oh, yes. For those of you who haven't seen it, if you go check my Facebook or Twitter, you don't have to scroll back far because I think I did it like Friday. I did a little commercial for the book page sketches for Christmas because my book page sketches get popular around Christmas because people start looking for unique gifts and they're like, oh, I get a book page sketch for just $27 and it's unique and people like it. And then what happens is I get like all these requests like right around Thanksgiving, and I have it gets to the point where I have to tell people, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it by Christmas. And I hate telling them that.
Yeah.
So this year I decided to help alleviate that a little bit by doing the video. I said, hey, go and get your Christmas commissions in now. And if you get them in now, you'll definitely have them by Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny though, because when I saw that commercial, I was like, that's a good idea for a gift for someone.
You
get an
cracked my
idea
marketing
together.
boy.
I got to get an idea together and send it to you.
Well, the problem right now is I can't get it to Bermuda for less than like $100.
Yeah, that's like
I know.
That's why I haven't even really followed you. It's ridiculous.
That's weird, man. Like I can send them to Canada for like $5, and I've sent them to Europe for like $7. But the second I try to send to Bermuda, they're all over me.
That's terrible.
I don't know when that's going to change, to be honest.
I got an idea though. So what I do is, right, I take the cards, and if it's really cheap to send postcards to Bermuda, then I'll just individually send you the blank cards.
If it
And then all you got to do
Hey,
is
that would be cool.
just put a sticker over the old address, write the new address.
Yeah.
Ah,
Shout out.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Jared, there's a comment in the chat that I think you should highlight. From Greg says, yes, that commercial was absolutely the best.
Oh, well, why not? Let's put it up there. Thank you, Greg. That was fun.
Hyper Potato is saying that Mark and Duchess to make their own Christmas video
That's a good
as a companion piece.
Yes. I want to see Mark in his Santa hat like
Yeah.
I was. pretending to drink hot cocoa, which was actually just chocolate milk, by the way.
Hey, do you have any bloopers from that commercial?
I don't. We did take about 5 takes.
Okay,
shoot
there you
it.
go, Craig. 5 takes. That's good. 5 takes. Sheesh.
We did it in 5 takes. And I tell you what, I was getting grumpy by take 5 because that little fake fireplace thing we have puts out a lot of heat. And I'm sitting there in my sweater, and I'm like, oh God, we gotta finish it.
And you had that sweater on.
My Auburn University ugly Christmas sweater on point.
That was cool.
Craig said he stopped what he was watching on TV to take commercial a couple of times. Yeah, that was great.
I will be honest. I went back and watched it myself a couple of times just because it amused me. I kept laughing. I was like, I am such a moron.
That was cool though. That. You know what I thought was real suave? How every time you called a piece out, there was a little hand to like.
That was Mrs. Yard Sale Artist.
I was like
popping them in, pop, pop, pop. She got that pretty quick. Like we only lost maybe 1 or 2 takes.
Right.
She caught on that pretty fast.
Oh yeah, she was on the money. Mm-mm. So it's almost time for the 3-minute sketch. Almost. If there are any other ideas from our viewers, let me know so I can jot them down.
Still rooting for Stickman.
Stickman's in here. I'm not going to tell you where he is, but he's in here. Courtney's saying, did you know that the He-Man toys are at Walmart?
Hopefully, my wife is not watching right now. She's a big He-Man fan, and I picked up He-Man and Skeletor for her birthday coming up.
Oh, wow.
Those were the only 2 my Walmart had, though.
Hey, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
Did we already draw a combo man?
Yeah. No,
I don't think we did.
I think it was on there.
Not even sure what a combo man is, but I don't think we drew one.
No, I don't think we have to do that.
I could definitely tell you because I have my stack right here.
Which I love.
Let's do the weekly review of Sherlock Holmes, Black Widow, Hawk, Galactus, the Brain, Bumblebee, Skeletor, Cousin It, Chewbacca, go ahead and laugh. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, that was a dealer's choice night. Nick Fury, Flaming Carrot, Red Skull, Scarecrow, Gorindel. And there was a Mickey Mouse that got sent to Courtney.
Courtney, yeah.
Looks like that's the last of my big cards. I think I'm going to have to open up this pack. Yeah. Damn. Cards are only getting smaller now, people.
Yeah.
To lean in real close to your screens. Yeah,
Okay,
one day we're going to get Marcus
I got
cards.
a funny request from Hyper Potato as one of the 3-minute sketches. And one of his things that he's requested is John Beatty.
Oh, sweet.
No. No. Sometimes people ask me at cons and stuff, they're like, you take commissions? Yeah, will you draw my kid
That is
And I'm like, oh, I am not a caricature artist. I do characters.
That's a different kind of commission.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, no. You know, they wanted a 3-minute sketch too, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. Now, if the kid's like in a costume, then I will.
yeah.
Otherwise, you're just gonna end up insulting somebody.
It's not the easiest thing to do, is it? It's not the easiest thing at all.
Still don't understand the people who come to me and like, I'm gonna challenge you. I'm like, no, you're gonna get a bad sketch. Challenging me on a 3-minute sketch is gonna get you a bad drawing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you don't get it. You want to make this as easy as possible. You want a good drawing. All right, I got my pencil. One pencil, my favorite ones to use, has been found. Let's see if I can find those other pencils for Ron. I suspect that they're up here in this container.
I must say that the cards on those pieces came out nice, Jared.
Yep.
The what now?
The Colossus and the Kitty Prawn.
Oh, yeah. You did a good job on that. Made my life easy.
It's not, like I said, coloring me. I still haven't really got the grasp on coloring.
Oh. Is this them? Can I find them?
Jarrod makes it look way too easy.
Is that them? Ron?
What is that, Ron? Can you confirm, sir?
Yep, Black Wing. Black Wings. I found them.
Sweet.
I found it. They were in that container, I suspected. And I got a piece of my tape on it. There they be.
Okay.
So they have been located. He's probably not even in the chat anymore. Oh. So is that piece of commission there?
This one here?
Yeah.
Somewhat, yeah. Well, this is I done 2 pieces for my friend. He loves Wolverine, so one getting one for free, you know. It's a nice guy.
I got you.
So yes, Ron confirmed. Yes, those are the Blackwing, 3 different lead softnesses.
Mm-hmm.
He says to use them. They're great for studies. Very smooth.
I never study. No, I appreciate them. I bet they are nice. I got a, let's see, I think did my son make off with my pencil sharpener? I think he did. I had a nice little electric one over here, but it's missing. Every time it's missing, it's always Jordan. But hey, at least he's drawing, being creative.
Yep.
Still a good kid.
You got to get him his own stash, Pops.
Yeah, I've been getting him some stuff. I've been picking him up.
Is that your oldest, Jordan?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, once they show interest in it, that's
Yep.
fine, you know.
All right, I'm about ready to color this one, but I'll put it on pause for our 3-minute.
You got
Gotta find my
2
minutes.
minutes. You got
Okay.
2 minutes.
And I'll just smooth out some lines for the next 2 minutes.
Excuse me. Can you go close my door?
And speaking of smooth, we're listening to the smooth sounds of Joe November. Check out his SoundCloud. Go to SoundCloud and search Joe November, and you too could be jamming these tunes around the house.
That's fine. The 3-minute sketch paper.
Lloyd says, "Where's my Wolverine mark?
Maybe.
Looks awesome so far."
Thank you, sir.
That is a dope Wolverine.
Yeah, just say the word. If you wanna, Wolfie.
3-minute sketch paper.
Are they up top there? Look.
Dude, that's not good. I guess I used them all up. Jarrod and I do so much 3 minutes in.
We do. You guys know this? Did you realize this is our 25th episode?
Yeah, mate.
Dang.
And counting.
Man.
Back to my old paper. I'll have to cut them off these.
Ron wants a 3-minute Combo Man sketch.
Still not sure who Combo Man is.
Well, sir, I've seen him. The Combo Man. Yeah. Wow. If that number gets picked wrong, then you'll get your Combo Man.
You'll get something because I don't know who Combo Man is.
I can promise you that he is on the list.
Oh, well, I just have to, like everything else, I'm going to have to look up the reference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Courtney, so we have 30 items, madam, if you will.
30. Ooh, as we wait with bated breath.
Let me find a piece of paper.
We got a happy 25th from Burner. Happy 25th episode, everyone. Whoop, whoop.
Yay, that's right. Everyone give us a burp.
I remember when I started with like nine subscribers, and now we're like 170 or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me, never mind.
We are 137.
Ah, I was way high. 137. Look at that.
We're getting there. We're getting
Tell
there.
your friends, everyone.
Yeah, I tried.
Yes, share the link. Give us a big smash on that like button.
I share it myself. All about that.
What?
Oh, look at that. I do have a banner for this. Remember the other night when I was trying to remember what your website was?
Oh,
I had a banner made for it the whole time. Those are our sales pages scrolling across the bottom.
And I am so excited for Courtney's number because it's one of my favorite characters.
Oh, here we go.
And it's a character picked by Chola.
Here we go.
It's Betty Boo.
Oh, boop, boopy doop, boop. All right, the Googling begins now. Is it weird that the first item that came up in my image search was naked Betty Boop?
Wow.
Like, geez, internet, at least let me warm up a bit. Golly.
Okay, Betty Boop.
Ron's asking me what number is Combo Man. Well, see, the thing is, Ron, I actually change the numbers every week. So I'll number them from 1 to 30 or whatever it is in random order. He really wants that Combo Man, though.
It's like, dang it, I want my dang Combo Man. Combo Man, I am. All right, Betty Boop, PSA.
Yep.
Let me see if I can
Got my Betty Boop ready. I got my pencil. I got my timer. Now I just need to have my partner ready.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
No request until Combo Man is done from Ron.
He's like, I'm a. I think like he should just drop out of every live stream chat the minute it's not picked. He's like, I'm out of here. I hate all of you.
Paper after the fact.
So what version of Betty Boy you doing, Jarrod?
I just found one that I particularly thought was cute, and yeah.
You know she was a real person, right?
I'm willing to believe that. Sure.
I have no idea.
No, she was a real person in real life. She was a singer. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I guess that's easy enough.
Yay, I can't wait. Let me see this Betty Boo Boo.
Boop,
Ready?
boop, be doop.
On your mark. No, just kidding.
Oh, is he ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna wing it and draw an 8 tonight.
It's gonna wing it.
He's winging it.
A small one in the corner.
All right, you can do the countdown tonight. I've got the sand ready to go.
Box is all yours.
Ready? On your mark. Get set. Go. So you know how you looked up Betty Boo and the naked one came up?
Yeah.
Ron said you're doing the naked one.
Yeah. Well, maybe later in my private time.
Yeah, there you
Hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're really quiet, you can hear a pin drop
Or a pencil drop.
or a pencil.
Get your wallets out, folks, because this is the first Betty Boop I've ever drawn. Could be yours. I don't think 4,200 is too much to ask.
Hey, small price to pay, mate.
Make sure it's in gold casing, glass top.
Right, right.
It's got to float in the air. You could wing that.
Why not?
Well, I'm telling you, Betty Boo comes from a blues singer in like 1930s.
So I think I've seen it.
And in a lot of pictures, they depict her, well, they say they depict her to be like a white lady,
Right.
but she's actually mixed. The curls on the,
I can see
hair.
that.
Yeah, she's a light-skinned lady. And she, you know, like in the 20s,
Mm-hmm.
if you know fashion in the 20s, they used to do those like really, I don't know how to describe it in English, but in Portuguese I could tell you. But the curls are like gelled to their head.
Right, right.
It's
I
like,
understand.
it's like waves back and forth. So I think she's from like the 1920s, 1930s. I could be wrong. I can't Google it right now because phone's occupied.
Too much other things to do.
I'm telling you. Jerry Curl. Thank you, Greg. It's like that.
Well, I think we're out of time.
Already, huh?
Gotta do my Jarrod thing. Cheat a little bit.
Thank you, Chola. Her name was Helen Kane,
Sweet.
the jazz singer that Betty Boo was based off of. See, I know my stuff.
Pretty good.
I just don't remember her name.
Well, there you have it. Boop, boop, be doop.
Well,
You did pretty good, Mark. I like yours. You went right to ink. That's the key. That's the key.
it's like a mermaid.
Oh, mermaid.
You did a good job, man.
Yeah. You made us stand.
Let me see yours. Bring it closer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, how cute. Is she winking?
That's awesome.
She's winking and blowing a kiss.
Aw.
Looks like you won, Jared.
I think you won. That's cute.
Oh, we don't cut. There's no competition. Besides, Mark
Whatever.
always wins. Mark always wins.
What do you do for
But-
fun?
No,
That is awesome.
we do it for fun. We don't name winners.
So what I'm gonna do with Mark's, I'm gonna like cut it to the size of the other ones.
Betty Boop going in the stack.
Yep.
And maybe when we do the charity show, when we get the cards from you, maybe that could
Eventually.
be like someone could win that as a prize.
That's right. We can toss our others on the table for grabs, and then
Yeah.
someday when we finally get Mark his cards,
I know.
it might be next year when you come to visit for a con. You might just have to pick them up then.
Yeah, that works. That's definitely the plan.
Right now, it's challenging.
Hopefully, COVID leaves us alone.
Righty, right. Oh. Let's see. We need some markers out to color some storm shadow. Some Sturm shadow.
Right, we're
That's-
Yeah, that's cute. You put a little heart on her dress.
That's what it's on.
He's still working on that Betty Boop.
No, I cheated.
I'm
there.
just admiring.
Well, I do it every week, so it's only fair. Only fair. Let's see. I got.
You have lots of wonderful compliments about the 3-minute sketch.
Thank you guys. We do it for y'all because it's fun.
And just so you know, the ladies love it.
Cool.
Well,
That's all that matters.
nice. This is a side benefit I hadn't expected. All right.
I think I need to squeeze some more female characters in this list for next week.
Cool.
Side note.
All right. I think I have all the colors I need. I never do. If you're like me, Mark, I don't know how often you actually color.
So what are
I know.
those what are those colors you got there? Can I see the box?
I'm using a box of Prismacolors.
Prisma. Okay, cool.
I got these on an Amazon sale.
Nice.
Occasionally, I have found Prismas at yard sales, but they're few and far between. And then last year, a buddy of mine gave me a Hobby Lobby gift certificate for Christmas, and I bought another box of Prismas. So
Nice. Yeah, my mom just came back from rain not too long ago. And I can't remember where she went, if it was Michael's, Hobby Lobby. But here we don't have the amount of places the way you guys do of like just craft stuff. I think she went nuts when she went in there because she likes to make stuff. She was telling me about the buttons that she found. I mean, she got ribbon and she was so excited.
I tell you what, going in there is exciting, man. It's just like you start feeling so creative.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember when we went in April, in 2019. Man, the amount of art stuff that I wanted to take.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you.
I was like, can we just get a suitcase and just fill it up?
Yeah.
So you don't have Hobby Lobby or Michael's on the island?
No. And I actually tried to order from Michael's online,
Right.
and they don't do international shipping.
I can tell you why.
Why?
Because it costs $90 to send a pack of postcards.
Oh, right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was highly disappointed. I had the little puppy dog face, little tear.
Little
down.
tear. No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We have too many options for everybody.
Later, Craig.
No.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yes.
I think.
Thank you for the support.
That's
Hmm?
what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, those art places out there are just mind blowing.
Yeah, I need to get a new set of these microns. I've about killed all the ones I have.
Need to do the same myself.
And so I was driving by Hobby Lobby and just kind of eyeballed it the other day. I was like, "Whoa, I need to stop in there. See if I can find something in the sales section." That's like I go in there and I walk straight to the clearance section. And that's how I pretty much decide what I'm going to buy for that day.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, in the States, I mean, you guys have so much variety out there. I really don't blame you.
Yeah.
You can probably find so many good sales out there.
Right.
And, you know, you can get what you want, be happy with it, and spend only a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I want to double back to your story earlier. Did you buy any of the books from
Which
the yard
book?
sale? You went to for the bookshelves and you said there was tons of them. Did you buy any books?
I tempted, very tempted. Very, very tempted. Because Mark likes to read a lot of stuff too. Man.
I actually got some books. No, she was giving away. Was she giving the books
Yeah,
away?
a lot of them she was
Yeah,
given.
she was just giving away. I got a bunch of books. I can't remember which ones I got now.
Did you? I can't remember.
Yeah, I got some books from there.
Actually, there was, I mean, she had absolute gems on that bookshelf.
Say it there. Oh, pay for it.
Yeah,
It was
me
like-
too. Because it
Was
sounds.
she getting kicked out or was she?
No, she was leaving. She was leaving the island because her husband,
Oh,
I think he
right,
had cancer, and I think he was sick for a really long time. And you can see that she had a lot of the medical stuff still in her house from him.
Right.
Yeah, it was sad. But I mean, he had a lot of books. I mean, I actually saw one book that I mean, I'm not into baseball. It's not even a sport that too many people play here. It's definitely an American sport.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one book that she had, and it was the full history of baseball. I almost grabbed it.
It's just you
I
can learn
almost
something.
grabbed it. So Chola says that the USPS prices will be going up October 18th for the holidays.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Wow, listen.
They continue to impress over here in the States,
Yeah.
the old UPS.
If you need to send out a Christmas gift, do it before October 18th.
Luckily, I mail my Christmas presents about that time every year. So good advice, though. Everybody out there, get it done early if you're using the the ever popular USPS.
Yeah. So much for this postcode.
Oh, Ron said no microns. Switch to quills.
Bills,
Tell them, Ron, I do what I want.
There you go, Ron. Take that.
I could look at some quills.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Never heard of them.
Send me a link, Ron. Send me a
Is
link
that-
to what you.
So quills. I'm thinking, is that like a form of like a fountain pen?
I don't know. I've got one of those here,
Oh,
which
Yeah, I
was
think
sent to
Mark
me
has
by
one.
guess who? Ron.
John Beatty.
Ron
Oh,
sent it.
Ron. Why did I think it was from John Beatty?
Well, I think Ron stole it from John and then sent it to me.
Oh, see?
So it all comes full circle.
There you go. I was right. My
Mhm.
spidey senses tingled.
Mhm. But no, Ron's a crafty cat. So yeah, send me a link, Ron, to these quills of which you speak. I'll take a look. I like the microns, but they just don't last very long.
No, they don't.
They die pretty quick on me. I'm like, they got a marketing scheme going here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want you to keep buying their products.
I know, it's crazy.
So they put a lifetime on it, expiration, just like the cars back in the day. Cars lasted a long time. Now you bump it and the whole thing's crinkled.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, actually, like I have a set of microns myself, and I actually like them because I use them for bullet journaling, and it doesn't go through my pages.
Right. Yeah, they don't tend to bleed through, which is nice.
I remember seeing other artists using before he got right into it. And I heard him complaining about the markers of dying on. And now I see what they mean, you know. I never thought I'd be to that point where I actually use them up myself.
You need to buy backups for the backups.
Yeah.
Right. Backup for the backup.
Yep.
Speaking of which, when is Ron going to join us on the live stream? Start drawing with us.
Does he draw?
Very well, actually.
Oh, I gotta go check out his stuff then.
Be nice to have him.
He kind of
Ron.
keeps his stuff close to the vest though, but he's really quite talented.
Have him as a guest.
When's the Duchess gonna set up a camera? When's that? We get to see the Duchess do some paintings live.
I don't mind doing painting.
You know, I've almost got my setup out in my building done now. I've run hardwire, Ethernet, and everything out there. And I was just thinking the other day, I was like, you know, if I get a long enough cord, I could mount another camera over here at my painting table and maybe do a couple episodes from out there and do some paintings. That's just something that could be doable.
Yeah.
Okay, let me intersect real quick. Ron says, okay, later, guys. I gotta do the broadcast with Father.
No, he's leaving us for Father.
Bye, Ron.
Bye, Ron. Everybody loves Ron.
Sheesh. If I was to ever do like a watercolor, I would really have to concentrate.
Yeah, I don't know if you could do your host duties.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Mark and I'll host, and then you just go ahead and do it. We'll put you on the big board.
Yes, you could have really fun, huh?
That's right.
Man, don't give me no ideas.
Go ahead. That's right. Well, I'll tell you what. When I set it up and I do my painting first episode where I'm painting from the studio, you just go ahead and bring your paint. So all the paint episode.
So, what kind of paint do you use?
I almost exclusively use acrylics.
Okay. You ever heard of gouache paint?
I have. I haven't
Those are
tried
really
them,
cool.
but pretty much I my whole thing is I find something at yard sale.
Exactly.
And
Oh,
then
right.
I paint on it. All right, now I'm actually the one on my table is for Ron. I was going to give it to him at Heroes Con, but that didn't happen.
Oh, right.
So I've kind of been dragging my feet and haven't done much painting out there, and I've been wanting to. So
Courtney says she loves your idea. She goes, yes. I love that idea.
oh, people, so you got fans already.
That's right.
That's my girl. Yeah, I like acrylics. I actually started with acrylics. I used to use acrylic paint for deco designs on my nails.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you put the design down, if you make a mistake, you can wash it off, and they don't smudge when you put a top coat on it.
Nice.
But I don't use that anymore.
Ah.
And I actually like gouache because you can use it like watercolor, but the consistency of the paint, you can also use it like an acrylic. It's like a hybrid between the two.
I see.
And we have MK Billion in the house. Hello, sir.
What up, Billion?
Smash that like button before you leave. But yeah, if you ever come across a gouache paint set,
Oh, I'll snag
grab it.
I'll
I think
snag
you'll
it.
like it.
I will snag it. Yeah, I don't pass up art supplies. I pick them up whenever I see them at yard sales.
Yeah.
That's how I've got pretty much every bottle of paint I have. And I have a lot of them. I find acrylics at yard sales all the friggin' time.
Yeah, I want to say last Christmas I had loaned my mom's my acrylics because she was doing these little figurines for her Christmas set,
Mm-hmm.
and she used a good bit of it, which I didn't care. You know, my mom, she could use for whatever, and I wasn't really looking for it to come back because I had a feeling that she was going to use a lot of it because she
Right.
likes to make things colorful and stuff. So that Christmas, she actually bought me a new set of acrylic paints with a full set of brushes,
Very nice.
which was nice. Now I gotta hide it from my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're motivating me, man. I think I'm gonna go. I think I got an extra webcam. I'm gonna
Yeah, dude.
set up out there. We'll do the painting episode.
Get some brushes, throw some paint around.
You know it.
Paint along.
Yeah, paint along. Painting party, paint and sip. No, that would be interesting. Sip and paint. See how wobbly your lines get. Those pieces are looking mighty awesome there, guys.
Yep. Thanks.
They are coming together.
Yeah. So that character, I'm not really familiar with all the characters from G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But that,
Salt Jarrod.
Uh,
Y'all joke fan.
listen, I'm gonna study after this, I promise.
no, it's all right. What's the question?
So I'm assuming that guy you're painting, the guy you're coloring now, most of his like look is white, right? That one there.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a ninja.
Correct.
Okay, I see.
All your assumptions are correct so far. You're doing good. I did
I like
have.
his face piece.
Y'all
Looks very familiar to what we're dealing with nowadays.
Yeah, he's all COVID ready.
So they had a big meeting.
Dang it. Apparently, all my skin tones are about dead too. There we go.
Oh, thank you,
ordered-
Courtney. Courtney says I have sweet nail game.
She does, man. Told you I want that back scratching.
Yeah.
Mark knows what's up. There's nothing better than sitting there watching a movie or whatever and getting a good back scratching.
Yeah. I don't want to get into detail.
Look at that. That looks so clean.
Always trying to gank a back scratching from Mrs. Yard Sale Artist. Rarely am I successful.
Gotta use that as a bargain tool.
Yep.
You know, those pieces you're doing, those will look really nice in you ever seen those frames, but they're just all glass with like it's frameless? Those look really cool in those. That type of frame.
I love that kind of cool in there. Good call.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was put on like a hard custom design.
Oh, thank you. I used to be a salesperson, you know.
Yeah.
I was very good at my job. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm winding down on this, and look at that, man. 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Good stuff.
Actually, a little ahead tonight. My goodness, what happened? I guess I picked a piece that was basic enough to get through for once.
Yeah. I just wondered if drew his pipes in the background here.
Good question. That looks cool though. I must say, Wolverine is definitely one of my favorites.
Well, Mark draws a really good one, that's for sure.
Well, thanks for saying it, because I always have problems drawing this guy. Not too why that's not somebody draw a bunch either.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, thanks.
So what the one that you did, Jarrod, what's his name?
Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow. Okay, yeah, I think that's what Courtney said.
Oh, she knows
So-
her Joes.
Which one is Snake Eye?
Snake Eyes is his brother ninja. Not by blood, but they do consider themselves brothers. Where's my Snake Eyes here? There's Snake Eyes.
Oh, okay.
Snake Eyes and
Cool.
Storm Shadow.
Yeah, see, I can see those pieces in a glass frame that's frameless with like lights over it. That would look really cool.
I like where your head's at. Now let's take the whole tour again. There's Wild Bill.
Yes.
Go for it, man.
There's Breaker. Duke. Firefly, my favorite bad guy.
Yep.
Destro. Pimp Collar.
And you know what? I actually remember that one, and
Oh.
that is so spot on.
Thank you. Thank you. Flint.
I like that one too.
Flint's lady friend, Lady J. They're a couple.
Oh, they're a
Shipwreck.
couple?
Yes.
Shipwreck is cool.
And Beachhead, who's my favorite Joe.
That is so cool.
I think I have to pull out some of the old cartoons.
You're gonna have to do like a slideshow feature and put it on your website so that the slideshow sees all of them in one go and it just replays.
That's a good plan. You always have good plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should get into marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. I like the colors that you do on them too.
Thank you.
They're really cool.
Thank you very much.
Man, that Wolverine looks really mad.
Yeah. See some things we don't do.
Wolverine's just an angry kind of guy.
He is.
So what's the next piece you're doing for the G.I. Joe, Jarrod?
You know, it all depends on what I see in the next cartoon I watch. If I see a pose that I like.
Oh. I wish I had another device so I could like look at all the G.I. Joe characters and make a
It
suggestion.
really depends. You know, there's a part of me that goes off of popularity, because I can tell you right now, like, I kind of like to always have a Duke on hand, because where's old Duke?
Yeah.
I've sold probably 4 Dukes already. Duke is like the #1 seller.
Yeah.
So I always keep a Duke on hand. Breaker and Wild Bill are pretty specific. Snake Eyes is a good seller. He's super popular. Shipwreck sells pretty well. Lady J and Flint sell pretty well. This is my first ever Destro, and this is actually my second Firefly, because I had a commission request for one. So what I did is, right as soon as I finished his, I just did this one immediately after.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to put one in the reserve and one for the sale, which is, I was smart how I do a lot of these things, but I'm not smart.
Wow, there's a lot of characters.
Oh, there's a ton.
Jeepers Creepers.
There is a ton.
So I put in most popular G.I. Joe character, and Snake Eye and Storm Shadow are the first two.
Yeah, Snake Eye, Storm Shadow, Duke, and Cobra Commander are going to
Cobra
be.
Commander, yeah. And then there's a one called Roadblock.
Yeah, Roadblock. I should probably do. I think next up, if I'm going by popularity, I should probably do Cobra Commander and Roadblock. I think I did a Cobra Commander, but it's sold.
Oh, right.
But yeah, Roadblock and Cobra Commander are definitely 2 good ideas that you'll probably see on an upcoming episode of this show. Scarlet. I had a Scarlet, and she sold. Yeah, I just saw
I
Lloyd
was just
mention it.
looking at her.
Yep, Scarlet's another real popular good one. I had one of her, but she sold. I think at Dragon Con.
Yeah, I used to be fanatic with the cartoons. Like I said, we had to rent them all on VHS, not like you can really find on television. I think it's all good. I am looking for
Apparently, Snake Eye is the most popular
Mm-hmm.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, one way you can tell is by looking at how many figure versions they have. You can go to yojo.com and look at the figures, and Snake Eyes has like 40 different variations of his figure.
Wow.
And then Duke is probably like 30, and Cobra Commander has like 30, and Storm Shadow has 35 or 40. And that's one of the easiest ways to tell who's the most popular, because they've made a lot of different versions of the figure. So those are your top tier guys, and then you go to like Scarlet, Firefly, Roadblock.
Fly.
I need to do a Baroness.
Oh yeah, Baroness. I see her. She's in there.
I like Baroness. But yeah, Firefly is my favorite villain, so I had to do him, and Beachhead's my favorite Joe. So I had to do Beachhead. Where's my Beachhead? There he is.
Cobra Commander. Yeah. Did you do a Cobra Commander? You did one.
I think I did one. I think it's sold, so I need to do another one.
Because I think I remember I seen you do one.
I think I did, and I think it's sold.
Are you gonna do another Cobra to go with that set when you go?
I'm do as many as I can, because as many as I have is about as many as I can sell at a show like that. So.
Mm-hmm.
I would think this somewhere like that definitely would sell. You know?
I'll tell you what, if you like Joe characters, I know I'm going to pimp for somebody else right now, but if you ever go to a show with Larry Hama, the guy who pretty much created all the G.I. Joe stuff that we know and love, he sketches the characters too. And I think last time I was there, unless his prices changed, they're only $40
Oh, sweet.
for a pencil sketch of your favorite character. And I mean, you just can't. If you're a Joe fan, how are you going to pass up like the series creator doing your favorite character for $40?
Like a pure fanboy.
I know. It's like, wow. All right, my great Larry Hama story, because I always have stories. Larry will often tell people that he won't sign anything that he didn't draw.
Right.
Because like people will bring, someone might buy this, right, and then take it over to Larry Hama saying, "Will you sign this?" And Larry will I won't sign it because I didn't draw it, type of deal. Like he'll sign like the comics that he wrote, even though it has a different art and all that. But like an original piece, he tends to not do that. And this kid at Dragon Con one year bought my Snake Eyes print, and he took it over to Larry's table because he was just catty corner for me. And I was like, "Oh man, is Larry going to crush this kid's hopes and dreams?" Yeah. And Larry just, without batting an eye, signed it for him. And I was like, "Oh, that was super cool of him." I think that kid would have been crushed.
Exactly.
And then a little part of me had this beaming pride that was like, "Yeah, Larry Hama just signed my piece." Yeah, said Jarrod. Oh, cool. Well, yeah, I've run my mouth, and we're about done here. So thanks everybody who stuck around and gave this one a like and a share, and tell your friends. Come hang out with us on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Central, 6 if you're Eastern, 4 Mountain, 3 Pacific, 7 p.m. if you happen to live in Bermuda, like Mark and the Duchess.
That's right.
Yep. We'll be here, as always.
Anything else from Bermuda before we close out?
Thanks for being here, everybody, as always. And looking forward to seeing you guys on the next stream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stay safe, be positive, and be creative.
There you go. Thanks for being here, everybody. Again, if you enjoyed the music, it's Joe November. Check out a SoundCloud. And if you enjoy listening to me run my mouth about stuff, check out the Long Box Crusade Podcast Network. We've got a YouTube channel. You can look up Long Box Crusade. But I definitely recommend the podcast channel itself. And thanks for being here.
Yep.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.